With Father Steven Saxby, we talk about hate crimes following Brexit. Can you testify something about it?
Yeah, well, I work as a priest in Walthamstow, and I've been very disturbed actually by the increase in the hate crimes. Even neighbours of mine, neighbours from different European countries who've lived in the UK for a long time and have been told to go home. Some have had eggs thrown at their windows. Very disturbing to see this level of abuse that now people are being subject to, and not just people from Europe actually, but people from all minority communities I think have been affected by this post-Brexit racism, and I think we've heard of a 61% increase in religious hate crime. So it's affecting Jewish people, Muslim people, people from across all ethnic backgrounds. I'm very disturbed about it, and I'm glad to be here today with this Stand Together. And the idea that we're going to try to actually stand together against hate crime. Solidarity like this are very important, that we gather together in local communities, and we make it clear that we want our communities to be places where migrants feel welcome, where migrants feel secure, where hate crime is not tolerated. I think in terms of tackling hate crime, there's a few things we can do. We must make sure we report it. If we see it, we can photograph or video it if we feel safe to do that. If we see it, we might try to talk with the person being targeted as a way of diffusing the situation, again, if we feel safe. But also I think we need to create a narrative in this country where we say, migrants are welcome, and we're not going to stand for hate crime. We're going to stand together against it. I'm disturbed by the media, to be honest. I mean, a lot of the media is very negative about migrants, and I think this Brexit situation, it's not come from nowhere. We've been building up to this. In my own community in Walthamstow, we formed a Migrants Action Group a few years ago because we were very concerned by what we were seeing in the media. A lot of negativity in the media about migrants, and also from certain political parties as well, negativity. So I think this has been building, and Brexit vote has kind of released something, and it's released a lot of the negative attitudes and the permission for people to be saying things which are, for me, are not part of my vision of what kind of Britain I want to live in. This post-Brexit racism is actually affecting people who've lived in this country all their lives, people born here, in some second, third, fourth generation, who are also victims of, a minority of people thinking it's now permissible to engage in this hate activity. It's not. We've got to stand up to it. We've got to make sure it's not acceptable.